are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah.
Good. And how's your week been?
Yeah, okay,
A couple of weeks.
I've,
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I've been really good. I have been using the techniques that we spoke about on the last session, and I think my communication seems to have improved quite a lot already in my work life.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I think
That's really good.
Yeah, it's much better already. I think when you've got support as well, you know, you've got support with you, makes a difference, you know.
Yeah. When you know you've got that that support on hand, does that help build that confidence and self-esteem?
Yes, yeah, definitely. Because you know what we did in the last session, and talking through things with myself, you know, doing the
positive affirmations.
positive
How did you find them?
affirmations.
Do you feel that they worked?
Oh
Were you-
yeah, definitely. I think they do because yeah, definitely, as you say, first thing in the morning and last thing at night, because it's what you're left with. You know, before you go to bed at night, so it seems to sink in,
Yeah,
and
that's
then it
great.
helps you, you know, throughout the day, to have said it during the daytime, in the morning, it helps you throughout the day. So I think it's really helped quite a lot, you know, as I say, already, and that was just having one session with you, so I'm hopeful and looking forward to it, you know, working really
Yeah,
well.
that's great.
But busy time with the family the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had a couple of occasions I managed to get out and enjoy myself a few times.
That's good.
So yeah, it's been quite a good couple of weeks.
That's nice.
But I am struggling still with managing the time.
Yeah,
You
okay.
know, so I think I need to
Well,
try and work on that a little bit.
actually brings us to today's session. Okay, so today's session is, let's just get that up, time management and work-life balance. Okay, so we're going to talk about managing your time and getting that work-life balance to be on point, really. Okay, so this is our session number 2. So just to give you a bit of recap on our last session that we did. So that was understanding communication styles, which you obviously said had a positive impact on the workplace, which is great.
Yeah.
And we recognise the different communication styles to try and improve your interactions with clients and your colleagues, and you felt that's helped.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
fantastic. We also touched on building self-confidence, so implementing the strategies such as the positive self-talk and the visualization to try and help you overcome that anxiety and to build up your confidence. We also spoke, we did some public speaking, or practice some speaking techniques in regards to role playing with clients as well. And we did some active listening, so paying attention to others and asking to clarify questions can improve that understanding and build that rapport with clients. So it was a little bit of a recap on the last session we had. Today's session we're going to focus on identifying time management strategies to balance work, family and fitness commitments as well. We also want to try to develop effective time management skills, so that will be prioritising tasks and setting realistic goals as well. Implementing stress management techniques to help improve overall well-being as well. Sometimes when we're struggling with time, it can make us become stressed, and you know, we need to figure out ways or strategies that we can overcome that stress as well.
Yeah.
But it's good to hear that you've had a nice week and it hasn't been too stressful, would you say? Not too
No,
stressful?
no,
No, okay, excellent. Okay, so we're going to look at why is time management important, okay? So, as you can see here, time management will increase productivity. So, efficient use of time leads to high productivity. It reduces stress. So, like we said, if you're struggling with time, it can make you more stressed. If you can balance that time, it can reduce the stress and the burnout as well. Improving your work-life balance. Okay, so balancing work and personal commitments is crucial for overall well-being.
Mm-hmm.
So some time management techniques, okay, we have is time blocking. So that's allocating specific time blocks for different tasks. Okay, so you know, if you've got you've got to do some studying, you can block out 2 hours for that. You need to clean the house, okay, there's an hour for that. You need to, I don't know, pick up your kids from school, there's another half an hour for that. So blocking out time so you can see how long each task is going to take you. Prioritising, so identifying and focusing on important tasks first. So look at your tasks, what's most important, where do we start, and then we work down from there. So if you've got a unit that needs to be in, an assessment that needs to be in, you know that that needs to be kind of up the top of your priority list. Cleaning the house might come down on that list, okay? Time tracking, so monitoring how you spend your time to identify time wasting activities. So where can we make up for time? Where are we wasting time? Eliminate distractions, so try and make sure that you create a focused work environment. Set realistic goals, so you want to break down large tasks into smaller manageable steps, okay? And rather than thinking, oh, I've got all of this to do and I've only got this amount of time to do it, think, right, let's break this down. What needs to be done today? What needs to be done? What's most important? Avoid procrastination, okay? So we need to develop strategies to overcome procrastination, okay? So implementing these techniques will improve your time management skills and achieve a better work-life balance as well. Does that all make sense to you,
Yeah.
all of those techniques?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're just all ways that we can try and manage the time.
Yeah.
So here you can see I've designed a time management worksheet for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is going to be part of your homework, but we're going to go through Monday, okay, just to give you a bit of an example. So this is just a time management sheet. It's got all of the days of the week on, and we've sectioned work, study, family and personal. So what we want to do here is we want to allocate specific blocks, time blocks for each of these items, okay? So again, we're looking at time blocking, prioritising what is most important as well, and we're going to block some hours out. So we'll start with work. So Monday, how many hours will you be at work on that Monday?
7.
So straight away we've got 7 that will go in that section. Study. How many hours study would you need to spend on a Monday?
I really need to do at least an hour.
At least an hour.
Yeah.
So we put 1 hour in here. Family.
Yeah. Maybe 2.
2 hours with
Yeah.
the family. Yeah. Okay. And then what about personal?
There's no time for that. An hour.
An hour,
Probably, yeah.
maybe. Okay, so you kind of get the idea of of how we're going to break that down. So that's going to be your homework. I just want you to have a think about, you know, each of these sections: work, study, family, and personal. Think about prioritising the task. Think about blocking the time out and breaking down those large tasks into smaller steps. Okay. And celebrate your accomplishments by staying motivated, to stay motivated, sorry. So make sure you're celebrating those accomplishments. So when you've achieved these things, whether it's study, work, make sure that you are rewarding yourself there, okay? Okay, so achieving work-life balance. Boundaries. We need clear boundaries between work and personal time. So avoid checking those work and emails and messages outside of work. Alright, so make sure you put those boundaries in. So ensure that you're not taking work home with you. Okay, work and personal life, keep them separate. Practice mindfulness, okay? Meditation, yoga, things like that will help reduce stress into your daily routine. Delegate tasks. So, where can we look at reducing your workload? Okay, can we delegate some of those tasks? Whether it's at work, whether it's at home, can you delegate them tasks to somebody else? Time management. So like what we just spoke about, using techniques like time blocking and time tracking to create a realistic schedule and to be able to stick to it, rather than thinking, oh, I've got this big list of things that I've got to do and I'm never getting through it. And self-care, okay, so it's so important to ensure that you're prioritising sleep, nutrition, exercise, and taking breaks throughout the day to recharge. Okay, so that self-care is also important, okay, in achieving that work-life balance. So the impact of stress. So the impact of stress on your physical health, okay, this can lead to headaches, muscle tension, and fatigue. Is that something you've experienced with stress?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, well, the headaches usually lead to fatigue. You feel tired and
So that just shows you that impact that it has on the physical health. We've also got the impact of stress on mental health that can contribute to anxiety, depression, and burnout as well. So this is why we were connecting maybe some of the anxiety as well to the lack of time that you have. The lack of time causes the stress, causes the anxiety.
Yeah, because obviously you get frustrated, you haven't got enough time and you're trying to rush everything.
Yeah.
And then that makes you anxious.
Makes you worry. Yes, absolutely.
Get there, and then you've got to get to the school to get the kids.
Yes. So all of that. Relationships, okay, so that stress can also negatively impact relationships, whether that be with family, friends, and colleagues. So implementing these strategies can actually help reduce stress, and it can also improve your overall well-being and achieve a better work-life balance. So those strategies we just spoke about earlier in the last slide, implementing those will help your overall well-being. Okay, next we have a relaxation technique. Okay, so we're going to do this together. It's a very short video, and we're just going to do this together.
I took two things that I know, dancing and dance, and I made them into a successful business.
I'm going to share with you a really simple breathing and relaxation technique that I've learned that you can use in almost any situation. It only takes a minute or two, and it's perfect if you need a break from work, or if you're sitting in traffic, or if you've just had an argument with somebody and you really want to bring yourself back down to your center. You need to center yourself. This is something that you can rely on without having to dedicate 10 or 15 or 20 minutes to it. It's called Take 5, and what you're going to do is you're going to take the 5 fingers of this hand and you're going to trace them with the single finger of your other hand while you inhale and you exhale. So placing my finger at the base of my hand, I'm going to inhale up my thumb and exhale down. And inhale up my index finger and exhale down. And in Now in this case I only went one direction, but you can definitely go back the other direction, and if you need to, you can go back and forth again. It just doesn't take that much time. Now, more than just a simple breathing exercise, I find that the tactile part of this, the touching of my hand, is a really effective way to bring myself back into my body, to take myself out of my head and out of that chatter and all that stuff that might be going on and distracting me, and put me right in the present moment. So that is the technique. It's called Take 5. I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you next time.
Okay. How did you find that technique?
Yeah, it was. I think it's quite, like he said, it was quite.
The touching,
of
the
that tickles actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he mentioned, bringing you back down
Yes. Yeah.
into
Because
your body.
I think for even though it was only a few minutes, it was relaxing.
Yeah.
You know, because
So when you're feeling stressed and you're feeling that everything is too much, just taking that step back and being able to use these techniques to bring yourself back into that relaxed state. Okay, so
yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
that's given you a technique that you can use if should you
Just go
feel
over that, right?
stressed.
I'll just go over
We can do it one more time, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic. Something short and sweet that you can do. Like I said, you can do it anywhere, just to try and relax yourself back down. Okay. So a bit of a summary from today's session. So key takeaways. All right. Time management strategies. So implementing techniques, time blocking, prioritization, task delegation to optimize that time. Work-life balance, okay, so prioritising the self-care, setting the boundaries and practicing mindfulness to reduce the stress, alright. Stress management, so in recognising that impact of stress that we spoke about, how important it is really to get on top of that because the impact it has on the body, physically and mentally. Goal setting, okay, so setting those realistic and achievable goals, because by effectively managing your time and prioritising your well-being, overall you're going to have a much better work-life balance, okay, and therefore excel in your career as well, alright. If you're burnt out, then, if you're burnt out, then you're going to end up suffering at workplace or vice versa. Your next session date is will be Saturday the 10th of December at 1 p.m.
Okay, 2 weeks time.
Yes. Your homework, okay. So you'll have your time tracking sheet that I showed you to fill out. Okay, so I just want you to block that also. I've also got a sheet for you to identify time wasting activities. So just want you to put on there if you start, I want you to just note down anything that you feel that wastes your time or anything that's time wasting. Okay. One thing that you've taken from today's session.
Well, definitely I enjoyed the relaxation technique.
Yeah.
In the hand, that was very good, I liked that. And about blocking out time for certain things, I'm absolutely sure that that is going to be a positive and it will help.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, like you said, 7 hours for work, so much for study, It's not something I do normally because I usually haven't got time to do that. But if I make time for that, I'm sure that will make a big difference.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good that you've taken something from this that's positive.
Mm.
And how are you finding the sessions, Amy? Are you enjoying these sessions? Are you feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
you're getting something out of them?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, as I said from the last one,
Yeah.
I felt so much better, being able to communicate better.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
I feel that this, now what I've learnt from today, the blocking out, I think that will help me a lot.
Yeah.
Make a big difference to my whole life, not just my work life.
Yes,
My
that's
whole
good.
life, yeah.
So having that support is obviously a positive thing, and
Yes.
it's definitely helping you overcome some of these challenges
Yeah,
that are
definitely.
holding you back
Mm.
in your work
Yeah,
life at the moment
definitely.
and your personal. Okay, just before we finish closing today's session, we're going to do one last mindful breathing technique. It's called Stop, Breathe and Think. Okay, are you happy to do this?
Yeah, yeah. Good.
Okay, so I'm just going to start the video. So we're going to end on a nice, relaxing video. Okay.
Mhm.
Mindful breathing. Close your eyes and rest your hands on your knees. Bring your attention to the touch of your body on your seat. Feel the weight of your body on your chair or cushion. Make sure that your back is straight and that you're comfortable. Take a few deep breaths. While you're breathing deeply, relax your shoulders, your stomach muscles, the muscles in your face, your hands, and your legs. Let go of all the tightness in your body. Now bring your attention back to your breath. Notice what it feels like as it enters through your nose, goes down through your throat, filling your lungs, and back out through your nose. Notice your stomach and chest rise and fall each time you breathe in and each time you breathe out. And just allow your breathing to be natural and relaxed. Now bring your attention to the feeling of your breath in your nose. Feel your breath as it comes in and goes out. Just focus on this sensation, paying attention to each time you breathe in and each time you breathe out. As you inhale, maybe your breath feels cool. And as you exhale, maybe it feels a little warmer. When your mind wanders, or if you become distracted, just notice what's going on in your head, and then gently bring your attention back to your breath, going in and out. Focus on the feeling of your breath and allow thoughts and feelings to come and go in the background. Now gently bring your attention back to the touch of your body on your seat and open your eyes.
Okay. How did you find that?
Oh wow, nearly went to sleep.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
That was
Very
amazing,
relaxing.
yeah.
Very relaxing.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the links to these going to email you them over, some resources just that you can use for some of these relaxation techniques. Okay.
Yeah.
Especially if you're struggling to sleep, like you said, you struggle with your sleep. Something like this would be really good to put on just before you go to sleep.
That'd be good.
I'll email them through. But this closes today's session. I will see you in 2 weeks' time.
Okay.
I hope you've enjoyed today's session
Yes,
and you've got
really
enough
good.
out of it. That's great news. And I will see you in 2 weeks' time.
Yes, I
and we'll
look
move
forward
our
to
next
seeing
zone.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Amy.
Thank you.